Lena Dunham doesn't want a Victoria's Secret body. So in the recent issue of Playboy magazine, the interviewer asked her, hypothetically speaking, if you were to wake up tomorrow morning in the body of a Victoria's Secret model, what would you do for the rest of your day? So this is how Lena responded. I don't think I'd like it very much. There would be all kinds of weird challenges to deal with that I don't have to deal with now. I don't want to go through life wondering if people are talking to me because I have a big rack. Not being the babyest person in the world creates a nice barrier. The people who talk to you are the people who are interested in you. It must be a big burden in some ways to look that way and be in public. One more quote from her really quickly. That said, I probably would want to see if I could go get free food at restaurants. Then I'd call a doctor and see if she could return me to my former situation. So I did look at some of the forums, and a lot of the people obviously are celebrating her statement. However, some people are saying that they don't believe her. They said if she weren't successful, if she wasn't Lena Dunham, who is successful for being real, for being accessible, for being relatable, that they think she would want the Victoria's Secret body.
I have 3 words for you.
What?
Not buying it. Okay.
You don't buy it? You don't buy it at all? Okay.
No. I mean, look, it's a fair point that she already got tremendous success being who she is. So, okay, fair. I buy that, right? But I know because I live in that house, okay? Like, if you said to me, you could have David Beckham's body, right? And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm really comfortable in my fat ass. Yeah. And so, no, I'm going to keep my body. Bullshit. That's crazy. If she believes it, she's nuts.
Right.
There's no reason not to have a better body. That's crazy.
Well, you know what I think is interesting about this is until this like new slew of comedians came out, like Chelsea Handler and Whitney Cummings, that look like porn stars, before that, the female comedian always looked a certain way, and it was not that attractive, and that's where the comedy sort of came from. So I'm actually I don't think she would do it because the comedy,
think she would do
look,
it.
I mean, I watch Girls, and the sex that they show in that and the graphic nature, it's not porn sex. It is the camera angles, and you see humans having sex the way it makes you never want to have sex again because nobody should see that.
Right. Lena Dunham would not be Lena Dunham if she looked like a Victoria's Secret model. So I get that point of it, and she wouldn't have the success. I agree with you there. If she wasn't so successful, would she be more apt to have that Victoria's Secret body? I don't know. But with Lena Dunham, I mean, she is very real. She goes there in Girls, like completely goes there. And if she did have like a banging body in Girls, it wouldn't be seen as ballsy and artistic at all.
No, you guys are 100% right. So I should amend my statement to say that given her context, I believe her.
Yeah,
right. But if she could do it, like for example, in my context, whether I'm fat or skinny probably doesn't have that much to do with our success or lack thereof. Here. Okay.
The comment section is blowing up right now. Yeah.
So I mean, for any regular guy or girl, there's no reason to I enjoy not being as hot as other people. Just be real. Like, of course I don't enjoy that. I mean, I'd rather be super hot with a great body.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, then people would just want to talk to me because of my big rack. Could you imagine if you're a guy and you had the luxury of people saying, I'm only talking to him because of his big dick.
That's the difference between girls and guys, though. That's the difference between girls and guys. I'm sure I could ask Kim, who's a really sexy girl, I'm sure, but you know what I'm saying? I could ask Kim, I could ask other sexy women out there, when they are approached on the street, you always do wonder if they have an ulterior motive. Are they talking to me because I'm hot? Are they talking to me because they're looking at my chest? Or are they talking to me because they're actually interested in me? So there is a different dichotomy when it comes to guys and girls in that aspect.
If you're not the hot chick and you can just walk down the street and be a regular person, that's gotta have some value to it, just to be human, instead of you walking by a construction zone in New York City and having the guys still catcall you, which they still do, by the way.
They do. So. There's a number of different studies. There's an article recently that said that too hot of women also suffer from discrimination. And they referenced a number of different studies. One study being that an attractive woman who is accused of homicide is the more attractive woman is going to be more presumed guilty. Also, attractive women who send in their application, their job application resume with a picture of them are less likely by 60-something% to get the job interview from someone who sends in a picture of an average looking person. Another study referenced women who are attractive are associated with negative traits such as self-promotion, such as conformity. But of course, I was reading the forum section on there too. Nobody wants to hear about whether or not there's discrimination against hot women. No one wants to hear about a hot woman complaining.
In fact, Sam, what you've done is you've pushed me back to not buying.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Even those statistical studies.
Yes, I'm not buying the facts.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll tell you why. So yes, you might suffer from that discrimination.
Right.
For you, but
not me.
Okay,
you can't
no,
say
no,
for
of course,
me.
of course,
I definitely don't fall into that category.
Of course.
I don't put myself in the category of like a Kim.
Right.
I don't.
All right.
I don't.
All right.
We're going to get a list by the end of this show. Yeah.
No, but look, here's the thing. It sounds like Russell Simmons to me, and I like Russell and stuff, and he's come on the show a couple of times. Like we're buddies, like Russell, whatever. No, I like him, right?
Yeah.
But he keeps saying like money's not the answer, money's not important. Yes, Russell, that's because you already have a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
You're right, the extra amount of money isn't that important when you have a gazillion dollars, but a lot of us don't have a gazillion dollars. A lot of us don't have the luxury of being super hot and then going, oh, golly gee, they're discriminating against me a little bit because I'm so super hot, right? I mean, you don't know how good you have it. And by the way, the real stats are guys who are tall and attractive, etc., get the jobs much more often, get the promotion much more often, etc. So, okay, you got a little downside, live with it.